You're welcome to Logos Aflame Daily Devotional Podcast. Be blessed as you listen.
November 10th. Today's topic is The Lord Still Seeks a Man. As we journey through chapters 21 to 22 of Ezekiel, one thing that stands out in God's message to the prophet is the magnitude of Israel's continuous rebellion against the Lord, their unwillingness to turn from their wicked ways, and God's pronouncement of judgment against them. In the midst of God's utter disappointment regarding Israel's deeds, we see an even sadder statement. In Ezekiel 22:30-31, New International Version, God remarks to Ezekiel, "I looked for a man among them who would build up the wall and stand before me in the gap on behalf of the land, so I would not destroy it, but I found none. So I will pour out my wrath on them and consume them with my fiery anger, bringing down on their own heads all they have done, declares the sovereign Lord." Isn't it amazing that despite God's anger against Israel's heinous acts, He is willing to show them mercy? If there had been one person, just one, who had stood in the place of intercession on their behalf, if there had been someone willing to pray and plead for the people, perhaps God's anger would have stayed and His wrath turned away. As believers, we must never underestimate the power of intercession. We must care enough about our family, friends, leaders, and even our nation to raise a cry to God when things go awry in their lives. Prayer is not for our benefit alone. It is not the time to petition God for our needs while ignoring the needs of others. True Christian service is also in taking our place as watchmen over others and standing in the gap for them. However, this will not be possible if we do not acquire a heart that is truly empathic and sensitive to the needs of others. God still seeks an intercessor. He seeks a man willing to stand in the gap on behalf of His people in the place of prayer. May our hearts be willing and our knees ready to tarry. Practical reflections. 1. Do you consider yourself an intercessor? 2. If your answer to number 1 is no, what stops you from standing in the gap for others? What can you do to remedy that? Our Bible reading is from Ezekiel 21:1 through 22:31, Hebrews 10:1-17, Proverbs 108:1-13, Psalm 108:1-13, Proverbs 27:12. Our memory verse is from Proverbs 27:12, using the New International Version. The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and suffer for it.
We would love to hear from you. Please send your messages and prayer requests to our email, office@logosoflameministries.org, or visit our Facebook page, Logos of Flame Ministries, and drop a message. God bless.